How's it going? We're back again with another video, and today I want to talk to you guys about life. Does life have a final destination? Does it? Does life ever end? Is there like some place that we're meant to go? Is there some destination, this final place, or this goal that we have in life that we have to achieve and strive for? And honestly, I'm seeing like as if there isn't. Is there a point to life? The only point I could see to life is nothing but evolution and growth. Life is always changing, life is always evolving. You know, things are coming in and things are leaving. Things are entering, things are leaving. The new is coming in and it's being replaced by the old. And clearly, we are missing this whole point because for some reason, we don't want to let go of the old. We hold on to something until it literally kills us. As you can see on the planet right now, we are holding on to practices. We're holding on to habits. We're holding on to things that are just destroying us. You know, it's been destroying us for a while. You know, this is not new information. Climate change and, you know, has been around for a while, and we have known this information. If you look back, we've known this for a while. This is not new. Finally, we're starting to see the effects of it. For some reason, we wait until the last minute. We wait until the last minute before we change. And this is something that we have to get out of the habit of. We have to start being conscious about our life. We can't. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is death. And to live, you know, there doesn't need to be a purpose. Nobody really needs a purpose to be alive, to be here. As long as we just choose to exist, as long as we just choose to be, and we choose to be in the present moment, we choose to express ourselves, I think that is enough. If we all do that, that will be enough. Everything else will come naturally. If we are being who we are, if we are being true to ourselves, and we are connecting with Mother Nature, which if we're being true to ourselves, you're going to somehow wind up in nature at some point. You're going to realize that nature is the answer. Because nature is you. You are nature. And it is a beautiful realization, because I believe without this realization, it is hard to function in this world. It is hard for me to function if I don't get some nature. I realize sometimes when I get really stressed, my nature time goes down, and I'll make excuses that I don't have time to go into nature. But then my mood just gets worse and worse and worse, and nothing improves. And then when I come into nature, I can finally breathe. I can finally relax. You know, my mind can take a little break. I can get out of my own way for a little bit and just be and just exist and just admire the beauty that is life. I mean, there's so much to admire when it comes to nature. I believe, you know, nature has replaced so much for me in my life. It has replaced so many distracting habits and personalities, or demons you want to call them. I've replaced them with just being in nature and just being one with myself and expressing myself more and more each day. To me, life is about expression. Life is about expressing all that is. And when you talk about expression, everything in the universe is expressing itself. Everything is expressing itself. Rocks, the grass, the sun, the moon, they're all expressions. They're all expressions. And so are you. And the thing about us is when we witness something, when we are looking at something, we are experiencing it. And we kind of always experience everything as ourselves. So when you're expressing yourself, you get to the point where you realize that everything is you. Everything is a reflection of you. Life is also all about reflection. And when you become conscious of that, when you become aware of that, and you start to see, like I said, when you come out into nature, you realize that your environment reflects you. It really does. So when you go out to nature, when you start going out to nature, and you start seeing the beauty in nature, and you realize that everything that you see is a reflection of you, you know, you start to notice that the trees, how strong they are, how grounded they are, and how they just keep on growing, that's an attribute that is within you. The water, how vast it is, and how it transforms. It can have different qualities, and how it flows, you know, it adapts. That is also within you. The sun, how bright it shines, and how much life it gives. That's also within you. And the fact that the sun doesn't choose who it shines on, the sun shines on everybody. So that's also within you. So that shows you to shine your love on everyone. We can't be picky and choosy about who we love. You cannot do that. You just love or you don't. Like the animals too, when you look at the animals, like any attribute you see in an animal, because we admire animals a lot. So what you're admiring in that animal, subconsciously you're also admiring it in yourself. Because truly you can only admire and you can only think and you can only say something that you actually are already feeling. So if you don't admire yourself at all, you might find it hard to admire other things. You might find it really, really hard to admire life, to love life. Because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love life? As within, so without. If you don't love yourself, you're not seeing any beauty in yourself, it's going to be hard for you to see the beauty out here. And when I was not seeing the beauty in myself, I had a hard time. I never noticed how beautiful nature was. I never really noticed how beautiful animals were. I never even really noticed how beautiful like other human beings were. Now I love to I love to watch people express who they are. When somebody's just not afraid of saying what they think and being who they are, and they're just doing that, and they're putting out that energy in the world, I'm just like, I'm in love. I'm like, oh my goodness, like I love that you're being you. And this is what this channel is all about, helping you guys to truly express who you are, express yourself, get out of your own way, try your best to not imitate anybody, Try your best not to compare yourself to anybody. There is no comparison. You can compare yourself to yourself. Be better than you were yesterday, but don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Everybody else is on their own journey. We can't we can't compare ourselves. We're all learning different lessons at different times, and we're meant to be at different places at different times. That's a beauty in life. That's a contrast. We're not all going through the same journey. We're not all trying to achieve the same thing. We don't all have the same gift. We do all have the same potential, though. We do all have the same potential to be who we truly are, to express ourselves, because that is our gift. That is what we have to give to the world, is who we are, because there is only one of you. There's only one of me. What I have, nobody else can bring it in the way that I bring it. Nobody else sounds like me, looks like me. All the different combinations that make up me, nobody else has that, and nobody else could. You could try to imitate me as much as you can, but you can never be me. So don't try to imitate anybody. Don't try to copy anybody. It's hard. If you're trying to copy anybody, you end up just getting in your own way, because now you're always in your head. You're thinking, like, okay, how do I be like this person? Instead, you could just naturally be you. So go out in nature, spend some time with yourself, and find out who you are, and get these other thoughts out of your head. Figure out which thoughts are yours. Figure out the voice. Figure out your voice. Find your voice. Find your voice and hold on to that voice and never lose that voice. The world will do its best to try to get that voice away from you and try to put their own voices. Everybody's going to try to put their own voices inside of your head. Everybody's going to try to control you. It's a spiritual warfare out here. There's a battle for your mind. There's a battle for your heart. But the thing is, they're going to get your mind so busy that you forget about your heart. So don't fall for the distractions. Don't distract yourself. The distractions are there, but don't blame the distractions. You are the one deciding to distract yourself with them. The choice is always with you. Playing the victim game is something that a lot of us do. And when you play the victim, you take the power out of your own hands. You'll say, like, these distractions are distracting me or whatever. Or the government, it's the government's fault. It's my parents' fault. It's my friend's fault. We put all this blame on other people. We put all this blame outside of us. But at the end of the day, it's our choice. It is our decision. So do not play the victim game, and decide that you have the power, to choose. You choose. Ultimately, you choose. Everything is a decision. Like, somebody could literally slap you in the face, and it's up to you to decide whether you want to be mad and angry or just be happy, just smile. Like, just like the Bible says, when you get slapped in one cheek, turn the other cheek, because anger and all that stuff is not so good. It's, someone slaps you in the face, it's not really has nothing to do with you. They got their own issues to deal with. So maybe just give them a hug. It's better to give them a hug. Stop that violence right there, instead of it having it be a cycle. So everything is up to us. It's always a decision. Bring that power back into your own hands. Find your power. Your power is in your expression. Your power is in your voice. Your power is in who you are, because that is your gift. That is what you have to offer the world. So give yourself to the world. Stop hiding. Stop thinking that you're not good enough. Stop thinking that you're not special, because it's not true. Anybody who has told you that, they're lying, and they were just expressing what they were feeling inside. If someone's not happy, they're going to try to make you not happy, because that's what we do. Whatever we feel is what we attract, and it's also what we put out. So that's where the cycle comes out. We're putting it out and we're attracting it, putting out. So they put out that energy into you, and if you take that energy, you're going to put that same energy back, and you're going to be linked with them. So you got to break that link by raising your vibration, getting rid of those voices that told you that you're not good enough, and tell yourself, I am good enough. I am more than enough. I am enough. I am powerful. I can express myself. I am authentic. I am unique. I am talented. I am happy. I am handsome. I am beautiful. I am smart. I'm intelligent. I am adaptable. I am a quick thinker. Just whatever you want to say, whatever you feel like you're not, change your mind about that. Instead of having those voices that have been there and telling you otherwise all your life, and you've been repeating those, break that. Choose to brainwash yourself. Brainwash yourself with what you want. Brainwash yourself with who you want to be. You want to be something? Start being that person now. Start believing it now. And eventually, that's what you'll be. If you have all these beliefs that maybe you're not good enough and things like that, think about it this way. You did not always think like that. When you were a little kid, you did not think like that. When you were a little kid, kids, you look at them, they're just happy. They don't have all these thoughts bringing their energy down and bringing their vibration down, until we keep on putting those thoughts into them, until we put them in schools and teach them to compete with other people, until we instill all of our fears onto them, until we instill all of our failures. We put all of our failures onto them. We show them no, life is not going to work. How can we teach them to succeed if we haven't succeeded ourselves? And right now, most of the world, we're not succeeding. So these kids are being taught from people that have not made it. And these people also don't think that they can make it. Many of us don't think that we can make it, that we can make it out. And that's why we end up going back into the world and falling back into and forgetting the magic and forgetting who we are. We get distracted. We go back to the regular 9 to 5s, and we just stay there. We go back to sleep. We go back into the matrix. But we have to remember, we have to be our reflections. We have to remind each other that we can make it out. Even if we're not there right now, but right now is the time that we can change that. Just because we're not there right now doesn't mean we should give up. We should never give up. And the world is at stake right now. As you can see, the world is going crazy. The environment, everything is out of whack. We are out of whack. We need some stability. We need some love. We need some originality. We need some feminine energy, some nurturing, some healing energy. We need to start giving each other some beautiful, beautiful hugs, beautiful conversations. And we need to be the light. If you're watching this, we have to be the light. It is up to us. We are awake right now. It is up to us to be that light, so that we can awaken the light in others. So that way they can also see that they are light, that they are love, and that they can start sharing their message, that they can start sharing their love for life, their love for living. Because as you can see in most of what we do, in our activities and our habits, it is clearly that we do not love life. All the junk food that we eat, all the TV that we watch, all the gossip that we do, it's the opposite of life. It is not appreciation at all. This is not gratitude. This is just complaining, and this is separation. And we have to reconnect. We have to help others to reconnect. So life is also about connection. So life is beautiful. I do my best when I wake up first thing in the morning. Sometimes I do grab my phone, which is not a good thing to do. So if first thing you do is to grab your phone, don't do that. I do my best now to just wake up and just be grateful. Take a deep breath. Try to jump out of bed if you can. If you jump out of bed and just be like, maybe just let out a little scream. Or if you have roommates, maybe don't. But just say thank you in your head. Just say thank you. I'm so grateful to be alive. That is the most beautiful gift that we could ever have. That is, I think if you just have that, if you can be grateful to be alive, you got it made. I mean, everything after that is just bonus, Then you can look at life as a video game. As challenges are going to come, bosses are going to come. That's you. That's on you to overcome them. That's on you to beat that challenge, to overcome that challenge, and it's on you to level up, and it's on you to keep growing, and it's on you to keep shining your light and keep being more of you, to expand. Life is about expansion, so keep expanding on who you are. Don't just define yourself and put yourself in a box and stay there. Keep expanding, keep growing, keep learning, keep living. So to me, the purpose of life is just to live. It is just that. It is just to live. 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 Make the decision that you want to live. Because right now, many of us have already decided subconsciously that we're dead, and our activities are reminding us of that. And even Mother Nature is now reflecting that, and the fact that all these natural disasters are coming, as within, so without. So if inside we are dead, on the outside, as we are dead, the planet dies as well, because the planet is a reflection of us. So if we want to save the planet, what do we have to do? We have to save ourselves. I love you guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one if you have not already. And just go out there and have some fun. No matter what is going on, just dance a little bit. Start singing. Do whatever you gotta do, whatever makes you happy, whatever raises your vibration. Get some sun, especially if you're in the north before it's gone. And enjoy life. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.